name is Kelly Wolf, and you're watching Cove's Epilogue. Let's get into it.
No one is more lovely than you. He truly looked divine in his suit. Cove flushed a light rosy pink and beamed at you. This makes me think of the Orca fundraiser dinner. Cove's expression became wistful with old memories.
Me too.
I was thinking about that too. I remember exactly how I felt dancing with you years ago. I had a lot of hopes then. I wanted it to last forever. But I also desperately wanted to skip ahead so that I know what things would be like for us in the future. And now, we're actually here. We made it. Cove sighed dreamily as he looked into your eyes. Thank God the ceremony's over and we can just be married now. But the wedding was bad. He winced as soon as he realized how his words sounded. He shook his head. I just kept thinking that I'd ruined something, how terrible, or something terrible would happen. At this point, I took that was cooking through the start dinner and I wouldn't care. I'm touched that you wouldn't get depressed over missing on a meal. You pictured him sulking and sulking sad that he didn't get any wedding cake. Then the music reached the bridge of the song with a complex choreography. Both of you had to focus more on the dance. That stopped your conversations in its tracks. The two of you became absorbed into dancing once more as the songs the song's end grew closer and closer. The final note was struck and the dance ended with you dipping Cove. You were able to handle Cove's height easily and lowered him down properly. You were grateful to be a tall couple in that moment. Cove's lips brushed over your ear. You're a really good partner. Your face felt hot, and it wasn't only from dancing. You had a clap, and that steadily transformed into wild applause. Turning to face the crowd, you looked over at your friends and family cheering. You curtsied. You gracefully curtsied to your audience, keeping your back straight and knees lower. The clapping got louder. Tilting your head back to your husband, you caught his proud smile. Cove continued to watch you rather than switching his attention to the guests. He adjusted his wedding band bashfully around his finger. With the first dance done, you both left the open floor to join the others, and properly greet your seated guests. Cove offered you his arm once more. You offered Cove your arm instead. When you lifted the crook of your arm, Cove obliged without question. His arm fit snugly around yours like the matching piece of a puzzle. Physically and legally linked to the other, you and Cove went forward as one. Only after a few strides, you arrived at the nearest table in the arrangement. A close family all the way around, including your mom and Ma. The other two scooted their chairs closer and were eagerly whispering to one another, trading words of excitement back and forth. Feeling awkward about having to interrupt, though realizing there's no reason to feel that way, Cove cleared his throat to announce your and his presence.
Hey.
Hi. Oh! Mom! Oh, you two match beautifully with the flowers. Oh, I love it. Except now the private fervor. I don't know. Your parents turned the enthusiasm straight towards the two of you. You went between them to give the two a hug from behind. The two leaned into your shoulders, returning the embrace. After keeping a hold long enough to be warmed up by the shared body heat, you let go in order to stand straight.
Hello.
Hello again, kiddos. Ma folded her arms together on the table, cupped daintily, followed Mom with her in greeting. Welcome. It's so good to have you You're at the reception now. Thank you. Yeah, thank you.
Of course.
Of course. The ceremony was a memorable one. Those vows, huh? You also nailed the theming with that venue. It was truly unforgettable. And having the reception here is perfect. All the effort paid off then. Hearing people actually discuss the wedding as a real event, Cora became tongue-tied. Your ma watched over the both of you with the gaze as darting as it was knowing.
Have fun.
Have fun green, people. Have fun green, everyone else. We'll be here if you need us. Yeah, we still gotta try the food while you're busy with your big day. You're the best friends anyone could have. Shucks. Thanks, Callie. Thanks again. Moms. Ma's fingers squeezed together even more tightly, a visual representation of how the restraint she was exerting not to cheer inappropriately loud. While Ma attempted not to spook Cove after his tepid attempt to use the new title, Mom had no qualms saying something embarrassing. Wow! We got upgraded! It's about time! Pam! Cove's gaze immediately dropped to his feet, and his near content flush from the day reappeared. You gave your husband a reassuring pat on the arm, proud and pleased at his braveness. Okay, bye. Cove stood up, needing an escape. You gave your parents a wave as you stuck by him. Goodbye. Good luck out there. You and Cove's moms took their glasses of wine in hand and clanked them together celebratorily. The Callie and Cove. As matching images of each other, they sipped the drink in good cheer. This is why I picked out so many different drink options. Looking the same table like parents. They were taking it easy until Cliff noticed you and Cliff had his eyes on him. Whoa, fancy. Love it. His grin rounded up to 1,000 watts.
Hey!
Hey, it's our local celebrities of the day. Cliff folded his arms, all satisfied. The wedding still been going to plan, I'm pretty sure. But I'll keep watch still. And if there's anything else I can do, just give me a shout. Cliff brightened in a similar way. His tone was full of affection for his father. Hi, Dad, and thanks. You walked around the table to give him a hug. It was tricky to weave through the space, but you were able to get in arm's reach of Cliff. He opened his arms wide for you and then squeezed your back. Soon you had to get out from behind the chairs and the other guests. So you let Cliff go and nudged your way over to Cliff again. Cliff began to chuckle amusedly as his eyebrows lifted higher on his head. You know, Callie, I was in the hotel alley with Cove today, and there was some difficulties. All my boy wanted to do was call or text, or just go to your room to see you before the wedding. But they're going to keep it together until the ceremony. Oh, I'm glad you missed me. Cove made a meager attempt to give his dad a cross look, but it was soon overrun by a blush. Your positive reaction was far bigger deal to him than the teasing. Cliff slightly winked, waving you and Cove off.
Right.
I don't have to hug you. Everyone wants to see you. Okay, see you later. Bye, Dad. Your very own dad beamed with joy. Of course. I don't know how I ended up with two kids as good as you. Cliff surveyed his two children proudly, but his chest puffed out. I have to say, well, actually, I'll say it a little later. You'll have to wait for my big speech. Here it comes. Get ready, Callie.
Come on.
Come on, sport. It's gonna be great. Now, go on. You're an amazing dad. You're amazing yourself. Then finally you rounded the table's edge and reached the side where Kara sat. She was patiently sipping a steaming cup of coffee, placing it down when he noted it was time for the meet and greet with the two of you.
Hey.
Hey, Mom. I think purple is a great choice. I love it. That dress is amazing. I mean, it would have been amazing in any color that we picked, but still, it's amazing. I just realized my own outfit matches my own wedding. I mean, my PNG outfit. It's purple. That wasn't even intentional. I wasn't looking at the PNG in that. I just like purple. I don't know why I like purple. I just like purple. Hello, babies. You leaned over to give her a hug. It took some stretching, but you were able to gain enough access to Kara's space in order to give her a solid hug. You put her arms around your shoulders gladly. You shared the affectionate touch for a moment, then shifted yourself back up.
Thanks.
Thanks for coming. It's really nice to see you. It's fantastic to be here. This has been wonderful. Also, that was a marvelous dance. Such an incredible way to make an entrance. Cove kissed the tip of his shiny shoes, and nothing in particular, and his shoulders shifted from side to side shyly. Cove was forever incapable of seeming like a full-grown man in front of his mom. Kara's brows bent as she looked at him adoringly. But then she shut her eyes and brought out some more energy.
See you soon.
I'll see the two of you again soon. You should go explore the rest of your exquisite reception. Oh. Alright. Yeah. Probably should do that. Bye. Bye, Mom. In her gentlest tone, Kara cooed. Goodbye, baby. You're a wonderful mom. And so are you. And then, you had to continue to the next table in the seating arrangement. There was still guests waiting to see the both of you. You had a pleasant conversation with your aunt and uncle on Mom's side. They couldn't have been more pleased that you had found someone who made you as happy as Cove did. Right by was their daughter, your cousin, as well as your older sister. They were throwing looks, not so sadly waiting to be that piece, but didn't interrupt your chat with the other family. Liz! Oh my god! It is so lovely in that outfit! And that is a nice cardigan that you were picked with it. I'm pretty sure it's a cardigan. It looks like it's two different pieces of fabric. Love it! And I've already said I love these outfits, so I'm not gonna say it again. But when it was officially that time, the ladies put down their glasses of juice and put on matching pair of smiles. Cove shifted on his feet embarrassingly. They didn't even need to say anything. You went over to them and hugged. You went over to hug them around the sides. You were able to shimmy around the furniture to get yourself behind both. Then you wrapped your arms around their backs. Please squished against you while giggling, and Liz gave a true big sibling ruffle on the top of your head. After the embrace, you slipped out from between them and headed over to Cove again. The day went by so fast. It's hard to believe it's evening and this is the first time we're able to talk directly. Totally. Everything went incredibly. You're both beautiful and it was just touching and amazing and perfect! Cove laughed airily. Lee's energy levels were as high as ever. Hello to you too? You must be relieved that there was no accidental drownings with those waterworks going off during the ceremony. Lee couldn't help to press a snicker. Cove, on the other hand, pouted indignatively. To be serious for a moment, you sensitive souls did very well with those vows. Thanks for all that. And everything. It was nice to see you. Aww. You're welcome.
You're welcome.
Yes, you're welcome. And thanks for coming to see us on your wedding tour. Bye. I'm so glad you're my family. The feeling's mutual. With everyone at that spot properly greeted, you and your husband began to stroll along to the next one. How many fucking people are there? But Cove stopped in place, pairing that with the half-down of his body. You could recognize the laser-focused stare on his face. He had noticed something appetizing. It was simple to pinpoint what. On one of those tables you were nearby, carefully chosen appetizers for the reception. Without needing to be prompted, you went along with Cove to pursue the spread. Cove plucked one of the hot morsels and stuffed it all into his mouth. He made sure to grab a second one to take with as well. You tried one too. The two of you munched on the low delights, enjoying the much-needed pit stop. The food was delicious. The last appetizer, Cove picked out disappeared behind his lips. Then he instinctively shuffled his finger on his pen before stopping himself. Being on his best behavior, Cove instead borrowed a napkin off the table to clean his fingers. He polished up Yule's neck shortly after, and for once, Cove followed Cove's example for drying himself. His hands were linked as they had been before. I'm so proud of Cove for not using his pant legs to wipe his hands for once. Then you ended that interlude to get right back into the thick of the party. One of the more boisterous tables, Derek, Terry, and Miranda huddled together. They were celebrating wholeheartedly. Hi, everybody! That pleasant greeting was paired with a little wave. Your friends turned in unison after realizing you were there. Then the trio of buddies lifted a full cup of beer and cheers to you and Cove.
What's up?
7 congratulations. And for everyone who wants to see the trio together, there you go. No need to make another comment on their outfits since we had them in our wedding party. 7 congratulations.
Thanks.
Hi, thanks for letting us come. Hey, congratulations to you too. You went around the side of the tables, giving each a hug. Each person waited patiently to stretch their arms around you as soon as you came to their sides, one by one. You received 3 warm hugs and then returned to Cove's side. Cove shyly basked in the affection of his closest friends, sucking it up like a delicate sapling in the sunshine. Thanks, and thanks for coming.
Come on.
Come on, dude, I wouldn't have missed it. We had to be. Cove and Callie were having that wedding. It's monumentous. We're really enjoying the reception. Don't worry about us if you have to go do important couple stuff. I appreciate it. It's weird to say, but we do have important couple stuff to do today. We're greeting all of our guests right now. Uh-huh. We'll see you later, though.
Bye.
Okay. Bye.
See you later.
Safe travels. Enjoy yourself. You better invite me and Cove to your wedding if you have any. You tease. Miranda and Derek Gord as Harry wiped a dramatic imaginary tear from his eye. Thanks, Callie. Cove skipped ahead, buoyed by the brief but fun interaction as you went along right with him. The next table along the path was filled with friends you, Cove, made in your adult years, as well as some much older acquaintances. A person you had known since some of your earliest childhood days, with all ups and downs that such a long relationship entitles. I wonder, is it gonna be Shiloh? Oh, Leon, sorry. Leon Fields. Oh. Oh god. This is one of the worst. I say it's one of the worst, Leons we could get. He's missing the hat. So it's not the best version of himself. He's the honest but rude, super rude about it. He doesn't like who Shiloh is either, and wants to be someone else. Not wanting people to anyone wanting to use people that he has no reason to get along with them. Dressed up in the formal attire, the nearly blonde, long hair, and shockingly no hat, he slouched over, head resting against his palms, with his elbows propped against the tabletop. He was completely silent, just looking ahead at nothing as the rest of the guests socialized. The light-hearted chatter had been stopped at the focus switched to you and Cove of the couple of the hour. And though he didn't smile or even take a breath from staring a hole into the centerpiece in the next table over, Leon spoke to you and Cove. Congratulations on your wonderful wedding, old friends. Thanks. It's amazing to see you again. Leon nonchalantly closed his eyes, while leaning more of his weight of his head into his left hand, giving the position a tilt. I hope it's not too exciting. I'm not planning on doing much. You then reached over to hug him in his seat. He hesitated, only opening one eye to peek at you, but ultimately gave you a lukewarm pat to your back. It was nice of you to come. I'm sure you're busy. Both of his eyes closed again. There was no sense of hostility or bitterness towards you or Cove. Neither of you were the problem. He was his own problem. Leon, quite literally, was unable to face you after everything. You're welcome. Oh, gracious hosts. We should see each other more often. Awkwardly, Cove attempted to carry the conversation further, but the list of topics he knew to discuss with Leon was severely limited. Yes, so have you said hi to Liz yet? Kind of. We saw each other before this really started. I said something, and she did too, but none of it mattered. He finally took his head out of his hand in order to lean back against the chair, comparing it to another table where your family was happily gathered together. The distant tone of his voice matched the physical space between him and her. I don't know if we can ever do more of that. More than that, it's not the same now. A visible twinge went down Cove's body. Leon's musing kicked his social discomfort into overdrive. Cove was not smooth enough to transition gracefully. Okay, that's that as much as he could muster. Cove sent a look your way, hoping for assistance. House, work, or school? Are you doing any of that? It's fine. He didn't specify which one it was. Why are you wearing a hat? I don't own any hats. Got rid of them. That was a stunning admission. But you quickly understood. Charlie wasn't Charlie without a hat. And he didn't want to be Charlie. He was Leon. You dyed your hair and it's longer. Yeah, it is. You left the conversation there. You'd already asked everything you could think of, and he didn't expand much beyond them. Leon actually turned to face you. His gaze shifted between you and Cove. You could read the situation. Your chat was coming to an end. He finished the reunion bittersweetly. You're definitely going to work out. You always have each other, and you've given me enough of your time already. Enjoy your wedding. Liz would have her hands full with that guy, he thought, but you'd be there for her. Thank you. Cove was on a loss of what to think of the man he'd known since he was 8 years old. Thanks. Take care of yourself. You and Cove took a moment to say hello to the rest of the guests at the table. You and Cove took a moment to say hello to the rest of the guests at the table. Charlotte didn't interrupt or engage further at all, before you moved to another section.